This proclamation will be given to the St. Mary's County Commission for Women. Whereas women across our great land have helped make our country stronger and better by improving our communities and playing a vital role in achieving justice and equal rights for all our citizens. And whereas women continue to strengthen our nation, our state, and our county, and the world at large by excelling as leaders in all walks of life, including technology, engineering, mathematics, business, law, politics, family life, education, community service, science, medicine, and the arts. And whereas the brave women who wear the uniform of the United States Armed Forces are helping to lay the foundation of peace and freedom for generations to come. And whereas the purpose of women's history is not to idealize women, but to collect and share stories of women's achievements that present an expanded view of the complexity of living a full and purposeful life. And whereas the 2021 Women's History Month theme is Valiant Women of the Vote, honoring the brave women who fought to win suffragette rights for women and for the women who continue to fight for the voting rights of others. Now, therefore, we, the Commissioners of St. Mary's County, do hereby proclaim the month of March 2021 Women's History Month. We call upon all citizens of St. Mary's County to observe this month through the appropriate ceremonies and activities, and to remind and to remember throughout the year the many contributions made by women in this county, in the state of Maryland, and in the United States.
I'm Commissioner President Randy Guy, and on behalf of the Commissioners of St. Mary's County, welcome to the first Women's History Month virtual symposium. The pandemic has changed the way we gather and celebrate, but it has not lessened the importance of the many contributions made by the residents of our community. Today, I'd like to recognize the contributions of women and celebrate this year's theme, Valiant Women of the Vote. St. Mary's County is blessed with an abundance of women who, through their volunteer contributions, have fought long and hard to stand up for other women and girls in our community. One very special woman I'd like to recognize is Grace Fuller. Grace is receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award today for her many acts of volunteerism and service, including at the St. Mary's Caring Soup Kitchen, at the Oyster Festival, her involvement with Summer Seat, and the many unseen acts of generosity she performs for individuals. Congratulations on the well-deserved recognition. And thank you to the Commission for Women for all you do for St. Mary's County. I wish you well as you go forward, and thank you for this opportunity to open the 2021 Women's History Month virtual symposium.
Good evening, and welcome to the very first virtual Commission on Women annual dinner. I'm really sorry we cannot be all together this year like we usually do. It's always been a great dinner to recognize the accomplishment of so many great women in St. Mary's County, to give credit to Norma Pipkin and her group. The accomplishments you guys do in your endeavors are just really, really noteworthy. I want to take the opportunity also to congratulate Grace Fuller on her Lifetime Achievement Award. Grace, we've been together for a long time. You work at the winery, you work up at Summer Seat, you work with the CSM Scholarship. It's just noteworthy of how well you have done and the great accomplishments you provided. So on behalf of myself, I just want to say to everyone, have a good day. Hope you have a good virtual event, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in person next year. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Norma Pipkin with the St. Mary's County Commission for Women. Thank you for joining us this evening for the 2021 Women's History Symposium. Our members are appointed by the county commissioners, and they're all volunteers. I have the pleasure of being the current chair of that amazing group of women. Our mission is to celebrate and support the women of St. Mary's County, promoting women's contributions and their achievements, working with public and private organizations, providing a forum for women to discuss their concerns and issues, and advocacy are some of the goals of the Commission for Women. Each year, the Commission for Women hosts an event to celebrate the accomplishments of some of the amazing women of our community. We are honored and humbled by the vast amount of work that's accomplished behind the scenes. This work strengthens the fabric of our community. The work is done without expectation of any reward or compensation, which only increases the value to St. Mary's County residents. The approach to celebrating these fantastic women in our community is three-pronged. First, in order that we hear from you, our citizens, we invite nominations for the Woman of the Year, as well as for the Tomorrow's Woman. These nominations are judged by persons who are not members of the Commission for Women. In addition, Commission members vote for a person who over many years has made a lasting contribution to our community. This person is then named the Lifetime Achievement winner. And now we invite you to sit back and enjoy this virtual event where we will give thanks to these wonderful women who have contributed so much to St. Mary's County. I'm delighted to be able to introduce to you Dr. Janine Haynes as our keynote speaker. Dr. Haynes earned her PhD in Women and Gender Studies from the University of Manchester in the United Kingdom. She focused her research on gender and education. Currently, she is the Director of Women and Gender Resources at Johns Hopkins University. Dr. Haynes' work focuses on the advancement of women's students' professional and academic achievement. She supports all students on matters related to gender and inclusion. Her belief and passion for equity and inclusion has been the motivation for her academic and professional success. For over 20 years, she has eagerly served as an educator, as a mentor, and an advocate for girls and women. We welcome Dr. Janine Haynes.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to the St. Mary's Commission for Women for bringing us together tonight. Our virtual reality is not an easy one, but I am so thankful to have it, and I appreciate those who are navigating it for us tonight so that we can share in this amazing event to celebrate women and women's history. My name is Janine Haynes, and I currently serve as the Director for Women and Gender Resources at Johns Hopkins University. Now, while I'm based in Baltimore, St. Mary's County holds a special place in my heart. When my sister Joanna Colvin moved to St. Mary's County and was looking for community and opportunities to be involved and impactful, she joined the Commission for Women here, and she found both things. And as an older sister, I've always been grateful to you for that. It's also hard to forget how amazing St. Mary's County is when Eric Colvin is at your Thanksgiving, Christmas, and other family gatherings, reminding you almost continuously that St. Mary's County is in fact amazing. Well, what a year it has been, to say the least. I join you tonight with the fatigue of all that this year has asked from us. A year filled with disruption and introspection, forcing us to ask ourselves what we truly care about, who and what is at the forefront of our minds, and how we remain vigilant to the needs of ourselves and our community in a time of pressing crisis. And if history has shown us nothing else, it is that women, and particularly women of color, shoulder the burden of any crisis. And this pandemic has been no different. Realities of inadequate childcare, many women having to leave the workforce to care for extended family, single mothers struggling even more so under the economic insecurities, women and girls unable to leave abusive and unsafe relationships. The pandemic has highlighted the history and present reality of gender and racial inequities that we all must address. But history, of course, has also shown us the strength of women's resiliency and community building, a reason why we have joined together tonight. We have seen women on the front lines of so much this year, pulling it together and showing up. Our women doctors and nurses, our grocery store workers, our social justice leaders for Black Lives Matter, our politicians, our Amazon drivers, our teachers, and even our Super Bowl referees. Women rise to the challenge. Women give our community the strength to endure what history offers us in the present. And so yet again, it is exciting and it is necessary to celebrate women who have shown this resiliency and history of community building within St. Mary's County. I, of course, want to congratulate all the women who have been nominated for their leadership in this community. Their choice to show up for others, to carve out opportunities to empower themselves, is an incredible example to us all. And of course, a special congratulations to Masat Grace Fuller as the 2021 Ruth Bader Ginsburg Lifetime Achievement honoree. Ms. Fuller's example of service, advocacy, and deep friendship is a life that can inspire generations to come. And this year has placed us in history in a lot of ways. We are women's history. So how will we be remembered? How will we leave St. Mary's County for the young women 100 years from now? How will they remember the women of the pandemic? I hope you are writing down your stories, both of struggle and of joy. And I hope it will be remembered that St. Mary's County went out of its way during such a trying time to rededicate its mission to uphold the dignity and equity of all women in its practices, policies, and education. I thank you again so much for letting me be part of your celebration tonight, honoring our valiant women of the vote, our resilient women of the pandemic, and our great heroes who are nominated tonight for recognition. I wish you all peace and wellness. Good night.
Thank you, Dr. Haynes. You've given us a great deal to think about, and you have validated all the hard work that our women in our St. Mary's County have accomplished. Your work also demonstrates that strong women lift women up. Let's all make a commitment to lighten the load for one another. Like women all over the country, our members were saddened by the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. As a reminder of our charge and as a tribute to Justice Ginsburg, our members have renamed our Lifetime Achievement Award to the Ruth Bader Ginsburg Lifetime Achievement Award. Let me introduce to you this year's amazing recipient of this award, Maisie Grace Fuller. Grace has worked diligently and yet silently throughout our county since 1981, when she arrived here with her military family. Grace and Rich have 2 sons, and Grace was always deeply involved in whatever was happening in the schools that her children attended. In addition to that, she was a 4-H leader, a Cub Scout leader, and served on the Boy Scouts leadership team. Grace also worked with the St. Mary's County Public Schools as a Japanese language instructor, as GED assistant, and a substitute teacher. For 30 years, Grace has been an active supporter with Project Graduation. And in addition to that, You might find her at the St. Mary's County Oyster Festival working with the Optimist Club raising funds for the youth. Grace has always been extremely active in our community. She worked for many years as a crew leader at the St. Mary's Caring Soup Kitchen. During her time there, she developed a vast network of contributors, spanning all the resources of our community. Everything from gleaning food from agriculture to getting big box stores to contribute. Not wanting anything to go to waste. Any food that was not suitable for human consumption, Grace took to Summerseat Farm for the animals. Most notably is Grace's commitment to individuals. She has taken on the responsibility of 2 Japanese-speaking elderly widows. Neither woman has family here. Recently, one of the ladies that she's provided care for 5 years passed away. And while Grace is still grieving her loss, she is just beginning to settle the estate. The other lady Grace has cared for over 15 years. When Grace answered the call to lend assistance to this lady, she had recently been released from the hospital. Although she was a military spouse, she did not have any legal documents. Grace even had to help her establish her identity. When Grace takes on a task, she's all in. Being a caretaker to her is a much broader role than most of us might imagine. She has a power of attorney. She takes care of all of the medical, financial, and health needs. And she does all of this while providing and delivering Japanese food. I'm sure that you can see why Grace Fuller was chosen as a Ruth Bader Ginsburg honoree. She does not see obstacles, but instead opportunities to improve our community. Grace and Rich Fuller established the Fuller Family Scholarship for the Trades with the College of Southern Maryland. This covers the tuition and expenses for a St. Mary's County resident enrolled in the trades program. I think Justice Ginsburg would see Grace as befitting of one of her famous quotes. Fight for what you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Indeed, Grace's work in our community is reflective of the person we're looking for to honor today with the Ruth Bader Ginsburg Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Grace.
Hi, my name is Masai Grace Fuller. I want to thank for the St. Mary's County Commission for Women to selecting for me the Ruth Bader Ginsburg Award. We moved to here 1981 for my husband to Navy transfer. He selected to live in here because our boys are bilingual, bicultural, biracial. So that means we wanted them to growing up good, honest person in the United States. First one, I started to volunteer elementary school class mother. That one, other PTA members invited me to do that one. And then gifted, talented program too, that the teacher asked me to teach Japanese, teach at middle school. I have two different programs. One is I was a part-time Japanese teacher in this county, so that means I got to network in Maryland every counties teachers association, and then we need someone to make participate in this program. And one is ex-teacher and student exchange programs. Each county's high school Japanese teacher, most of the teacher has student to visit Japan sisters high school in Japan. But once in 2 years, once in 3 years. But I selected to send teachers to receiving teachers from Japan from this program that I select to applicant for we announced states who announced who want to go to Japan 2 to 3 years to teach English. But also I did after school activities, Little League, soccer, and 4-H, Cub Scout, Boy Scout. Cub Scout, I was Scout mother, and Boy Scout, moved to Boy Scout, one of committee member. I met school teachers, PTA people. They taught me how to teach, American way to teach children, different way to Japan. So, but I have to learn by myself with boys because I have to teach boys at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to St. Mary's City Dawson programs, and then I learned a lot about this local place because I have to teach my boys and my Japanese family, a friend, about where we are living right now. My former student drop out of high school, drop out GED or pre-GED classes, and still they are 50, 60, still to come to soup kitchen to eat. They are a good person, but they do not have opportunity or someone do not open the door for them to get work. So that means my husband, I decided to make a foundation in college, at the College of Southern Maryland. And then I do not do the college scholarship fund. One thing, I'm a trade. We need honest, good, skillful plumbers, electrician, farmer, carpenters. We need it. So that means the trade, and girls right now need lots of nursing homes and then nurse aid. So those kind of in nursing, and then we put the money and then established and then start to give fund to use somebody from 2019. 2019 only just one person qualified to, or only St. Mary's County people only. Besides St. Mary's County, because I do not have that much. Yeah. And then last year, I got 8 people. And then I paid all of their tuition, shoes, tools, books, if they need everything. And then if they really need to go to, I just offered another thing, to go intern, someplace they need gas money, I just put in there, but no one get that much. A long time, I have helped soup and kitchen first as a cook, and then I become donation collectors for food. And then I visited some supermarket and restaurants and the local farmers to give me some food and to support the soup in the kitchen and the related homeless shelters, food pantries. So I informally organized network first time and discounting. Soup kitchen and home shelter, they come together to talk, so that one first one I started to contribute of them. I just find, and then some school, Catholic school have summertime classes, so they need some fruits and something. I do not mind to get the farmers to collect, got donation and eggs, and also I did for hospice house too. Hospice house, and not too many years, around 7-8 years, and to bring once or twice in a week with my husband. We got the donation from grocery stores, and the best one put in and give to them. Also, sometimes we have to spend our money to buy something the hospice house needed. I am really happy to receive this award, but I could not do by myself to do this one. I thank my family, friends, and members of the community who have helped me over the years.
Good evening. I want to thank you for participating in the St. Mary's County Commission for Women's virtual symposium for Women's History Month. It's great that you're able to tune into this, and I want to offer a huge thank you to the St. Mary's County Commission for Women. I know that there's a lot of work and organization that goes into putting this together every year, and you all do a wonderful job, and this is all being done to raise money for scholarships. It's phenomenal. I also want to offer a huge congratulations to all of the nominees for Woman of the Year and Tomorrow's Woman. It is incredible all that you all do. And it's unfortunate that only one person gets picked to win each of those awards, but you all contribute so much to our community. It is absolutely outstanding. The theme of this year's Women's History Month is Valiant, Voices for the Vote, and just for voting rights, the continuation of last year's theme. And I just want to wish everyone a happy Women's History Month. Thank you for tuning in to this virtual symposium. Thank you to all who were involved, and a huge congratulations and thank you to everyone who was nominated. You're outstanding for our community. We appreciate all that you do, and have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Tomorrow's Woman honors extraordinary high school women who have demonstrated an exceptional commitment to community service. Our 2021 nominees are Emily Litton, Rosalia Marks, Samantha Rutherford. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The winner of Tomorrow's Woman is Emily Litton. Congratulations, Emily.
Hello, everybody. My name is Larry Ludwig. I'm an emergency medical technician with a local rescue squad. I'm here to nominate Emily Litton for Woman of Tomorrow. I met Emily almost 2 years ago when she was a junior in high school. She applied as a junior member to our local rescue squad, where I'm currently a member. I worked with her during pre-basic training, and she impressed me as being affable, outgoing, enthusiastic, and kind-hearted. She also had a serious side. Whenever we were at the station, you would see her in the quiet room studying away for her schoolwork. I encouraged Emily to find a crew chief that would work with her, and also invited her to run with my crew during the daytime. She would show up after school and run with us probably 2 days out of the week, and she also took responsibility in finding other crew chiefs to run with. She quickly found her place in our crew, and I grew confident in her ability to perform certain tasks involving patient care. She quickly demonstrated her ability to deal with patients under, shall we say, the most challenging of circumstances, and she did it with aplomb. I showed her how to take vitals, perform glucose readings. She performed all these tasks very well and under my direction. At this time, Emily has passed all of her tests to become an emergency medical technician, and she will be recognized in the National Registry. This is a grueling 165-hour commitment over 4 months, and that doesn't include the studying that happens outside the classroom. On top of this, she did it all while attending high school. When I asked Emily if she was interested in being nominated, she responded with interest, much interest. I asked for a resume, and no surprise to me, she had one prepared. I was wowed to read her resume and see what her accomplishments were at such a young age. She showed a combination of kindness, confidence, altruism, and dedication to doing the hard work to perform a task. Her attitude had endeared her not only to the patients, but to the crews that I ran with and to me also. And because of these reasons, I am proud and pleased to be able to nominate Emily Litton for Woman of Tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Emily Litton. I wanted to say thank you to my friends and family, all my friends and teachers at St. Mary's Rankin, my friends in Troop 3311, and all the members at Leonardtown Volunteer Rescue Squad for making this possible. Thank you.
St. Mary's County Woman of the Year honors the women of St. Mary's County for their outstanding volunteer efforts. The 2021 nominees are Wynn Briscoe, Barbara Dissenbacher, Deborah Fowler, Ellen Servetnik, Ren Heisler, and the winner for the 2021 Woman of the Year, Mrs. Deborah Fowler. Congratulations, Deborah.
Hi, my name is John Bimson. I'm the current president of the Optimist Club St. Mary's, Lexington Park. I'm here because we nominated Mrs. Deborah Fowler for the St. Mary's County Commission on Woman of the Year for 2021. We nominated Debbie because she works for an organization, or her and her husband actually founded an organization called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They make beds for children that do not have beds, and their motto is "No children sleeps on the floor in our town." We first met Debbie when she came to us for a presentation to our club in order to sponsor one of her programs or a portion of her program. She gave a great presentation, and after that we were interested and we provided some funding for her program. About 2 months later, and this was in November 2019, about February 2020, they started operation and started building the beds. After that, I really wanted to see, as a member of our Optimist Club, I like to go out and see the programs that we're supporting. So I went and I volunteered for some bed deliveries. During that time, I believe it was a Sunday, we delivered 10 beds to 8 different families. And it was a fantastic job. Just to watch Debbie do her presentations, the enthusiasm and commitment that she has for her organization and the process she does is just amazing. Her can-do spirit and her commitment and her attitude is just very catchy, and that's one of the main reasons why we wanted to nominate her, and I really do hope she gets the award. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this honor. I am so thrilled. I owe this first to Luke Mickelson out of Twin Falls, Idaho, whose Sleep in Heavenly Peace was his brainchild. We now have chapters in the United States, Canada, and Bermuda. Our mission is no kid sleeps on the floor in our town. And with the generosity of the people in St. Mary's County, we've been able to make a difference. We've had over 200 donors. We've had over 250 volunteers. People come out to sand lumber with us. They come out to build the beds with us. And some people choose to deliver beds with us. Others choose to give us money so that we can buy the lumber and we can buy the mattresses. Lots of people have given us bedding. Each child receives a bed with a brand new mattress, new pillow, new mattress cover, new twin sheets, and a new comforter or a pillow. And so far we've been in business since last January, and so far 248 children have received beds thanks to the generosity of the people in St. Mary's County. This is such a great place to live and to volunteer. And check out our website at shpbeds.org, and we're the St. Mary's County chapter, and we have opportunities to build beds for kids in need. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine Bottoms and I am this year's chair for the Women's History Virtual Symposium. I have been with the Commission for almost a year, since about July of 2020. And I just want to say thank you all for being here tonight. It has been such an honor to be in the virtual company of such selfless and generous women from all over our great county. Women throughout history who have fought the good and courageous fight to ensure that our voices are heard and that we have a seat at the table. We are immensely proud of the progress and the pursuit for more. To all of our nominees, your service does not go unnoticed. Please continue to volunteer and serve and be a blessing to those you encounter. Thank you to our Ruth Bader Ginsburg Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Mrs. Grace Fuller, for her lifetime of service and sisterhood. I want to thank each of our award nominators, Mr. John Bimson and Mr. Larry Ludwig, for your endearing speeches about our nominees. It is because of your recognition that we are gathered here tonight. I would like to thank our keynote speaker this evening, Ms. Janine Haynes, for her eloquent and enlightening speech. May we carry her message with us in the days and weeks to come. Thank you to our Commissioner President, Randy Guy, for his kind remarks and consistent support for the Commission for Women. I want to thank Deborah Kane and Cynthia Brown for all of their administrative support that helped bring this event to life. Thanks to Sarah Miller, who handled our filming and editing and helped keep us all on track. And thank you to Kimberly Bannister and Catherine Stewart, who served as co-chairs for Women of the Year and Tomorrow's Women, respectively. It was your meticulous efforts and the support of your judges that found us our award recipients this evening. And thank you to Norma Pipkin, my unofficial co-chair. Thank you for walking me through my first event for the Commission. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of our sponsors. It is through their generosity that we are able to continue to support the women in our community. And lastly, I want to thank each and every woman out there who continue to give and serve their families, schools, churches, and communities day in and day out. Dr. Ayanna Howard said, "Women have a unique power of being able to look at the world's problems and discover solutions that transform lives and make the world a better place." Thank you to you all. Stay safe and have a good night.